What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and I'm back in a motherfucking building. I came to talk about these motherfucking housewives, Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 11. I will have the episode in the description. First off, before we get started, I wanted you all to know that I am celebrating, my third season, I guess this would be, of doing my podcast. I would like to thank all of my subscribers, all my new subscribers. Thank you all for rocking with me, listening to the content, listening to me, do my commentary on these different shows. I appreciate all the comments, all the love, all the emails that I get about how much you guys like the channel. You like what I have to say. You like how I break shit down. I so appreciate it. I get on here, I talk all my shit, but I am very humble. I want you all to know that, very humble. That you all appreciate what I'm doing. I love what I do. I found something that I really love. I didn't think I would like doing this like this, but I really love doing what I'm doing. And this year I had a moment of clarity where this has to always be a part of my life, because my podcast, it means everything to me. We did a couple of live shows this weekend. Saturday I did a Real Housewives of Atlanta live where I was on camera. And then, I did that this morning. And then Saturday we did Married to Medicine. We was clowning, having a good time. So you all check out for the lives. What I think I'll start doing is announcing it on my channel. That way you all that's not in the Real Housewives of Atlanta group and Married to Medicine group, you all will know where to go on Facebook to catch me live, because that's something you're not really going to get on the channel right now. I mainly do podcasts on my channel, and I go live on Facebook because I've been having some issues with my channel, going live, and it's a few things I need to figure out how to do before we, go live on the channel. But we will be live on Facebook. If you want to join in and say your Real Housewives of Atlanta comments, your Married to Medicine comments, any questions you have, we all have a good old time, honey. So thank you all for that, and let's get into these housewives, baby. Y'all pardon me. I'm going to be eating my damn gummy bears while I talk about this episode. First, we got Cynthia and Leon. This is how it feels and how it looks to co-parent with somebody that is fine as hell. Because I keep forgetting that Leon is Cynthia's baby daddy, honey. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. Because that makes Cynthia look real good. Look, her credit score go up with me when I see Leon on the screen, honey. Yes, he was fine. Peter was fine. Cynthia got good taste, honey. But they're basically coming together to get Noelle settled into school. I guess she's going to be going to Howard, I believe, Howard University. And they're trying to figure out if she go live on campus. Should she get her own apartment? Leon says she shouldn't have her car. And Cynthia looking like, well, shit, if I was Noelle, I would want my car. And I'm with Cynthia, shit. So I don't know how they go work that out. But this is how it looks when you co-parent with a motherfucker with some sense and not a goddamn Chucky doll. Let me calm down. But I'm just saying, this is what happens, and I just wish I had that. I wish Eva had that with that crazy ass Kevin McCall, but I just love seeing their dynamic. And Cynthia, you fucked that up with Leon, honey. Leon fine as hell. How you couldn't make that work, Cynthia? Next, we got Kandi and Todd, and we got Ronnie DeVoe and Shamari. They are meeting up for some lunch and talking about the ladies in the group, and pretty much how Shamari admitted to having an open relationship. Kandi said she appreciated her honesty because normally everybody likes to look at her like her relationship is open. Bitch, it is, as long as you and your man having threesomes. Who the fuck gets married and has a threesome? If your man start cheating, how the fuck you gonna get mad at him and you the one And that's right, she friends with damn Tiny and T.I., so that's probably where they got that from. So, I mean, to me, certain shit is just ass backwards. You know, it's just for Kandi to be a smart businesswoman, you would think that would leak on over into her personal life, but I guess not, honey. But yeah, I respect Shamari for talking about her open, relationship. I really do. Did y'all hear Kandi say, back in the day, I didn't know Ronnie and Shamari had an open relationship. I just thought she was cheating. I was like, damn, now that's bad, honey. Ronnie ends up talking about his open relationship and how he wasn't all lovey-dovey in his, and Shamari was, and that was an issue, and it all made him uncomfortable. And then Shamari ends up saying, I miss my husband. I miss what we had. I loved him. So I ended up, just getting back with him and, ending that. And I like it. It's new. It's fresh. Look, it's a fresh storyline. Ain't no old ass shit that these bitches that they done concocted at the last minute. I like it. It's her honesty. It's her truth. I'm feeling it. So Kandi ended up telling Ronnie and Shamari about the whole situation with Porsha and how Dennis be getting his damn name tattooed on all these bitches. And, I mean, what can you say? It's just, that's some shit that her man did. I mean, what the fuck can you say? And then you got Kandi sitting up here talking about, well, I really do want us to be in a better place. Bitch, how the fuck you thought y'all was gonna be in a fucking better place and you saying all this shit about her nigga? It ain't gonna work out for you, Kandi. You and that girl ain't friends. She don't need to hear that shit from you, So Kandi, you can miss me with that. Like you had good intentions. You had no good intentions, bitch. Next, we got Nene. She meets up with her girl, Tanya. They have drinks. She shows Nene her closet. Nene says that she thought it would be bigger than that. This girl is a label whore too, honey. Got her shoes, her bags, everything is nice and got her own little closet. Tanya is fly. And she seems like she is really educated, very different from the rest of the women, which is good. She's not really somebody I'm excited about and I really want to know more about. She just not. I'm not interested in her like that, but she is somebody different, for the show. And I'm pretty sure once they travel together, that'll put her in a new situation with everybody and we could see more of who she is. But right now, she's coming off a little bougie, honey. Just a little bougie. So next, we got Porsha. She is on the phone with her sister, Lauren. She done debuted a new hair color. I like that color on you, Porsha. You look pretty. You look good. Anyway, she's telling her sister, Lauren, that she's getting ready to meet up with Kandi and talk about this shit with Dennis. And she's just looking like, well, I don't know why Kandi talking shit about me and why my man giving me gifts, because we know she not used to receiving gifts from no man. She used to buying them, honey. My mouth was on the motherfucking floor, honey. On the floor. That was a good read, Porsha. Good read, honey. So next, Porsha is meeting up with Kandi, and they immediately get into the situation with Dennis and what Kandi knows about him. And Kandi talking about she had the best of intentions, because if she knew anybody's man was getting women's name tattooed all on them, she'll tell them, because she feel like, don't you feel like, that's a red flag, and he may not be that serious with you if he's did all that with these other women. Porsha says she don't care about that. She trusts her man. She said penises and vaginas, honey, are not exclusive. Some people's is, Porsha, but okay. Bottom line, Kandi, it ain't none of your business, and like Porsha said, y'all are starting out on a new relationship, and don't you think that you getting together with all the girls and gossiping behind my back about my man, don't you feel like that was shady and below the belt? And even Kandi admitted to it. Well, yeah, I kind of see what you saying. You see what she's saying, but later on you go be shady. So it's just like, you don't. You don't mean her any well, Kandi. You don't. You don't care about this girl. She is just a storyline for you. And if it were me, you would be off the show because you bring nothing anymore. Where the hell is Mama Joyce at, honey? I need to see Mama Joyce. I need her to throw her shoe again at Carmen, honey. That's what the fuck I need to see. I don't need to see Kandi. Kandi ain't got shit to talk about. That's why she is, trying to piggyback off of Porsha's storyline with her man. I mean, it ain't got shit to do with you. And just like she said, what Porsha said is, you didn't like when people was coming back telling you shit about Todd. You was getting offended. And Kandi was like, well, I would think you would want to know these type of things. You didn't want to know these things, so why would she want to know these things? Don't nobody want to hear nothing bad about they man coming from a bitch that's jealous of them or just flat out don't like them. I mean, come on. It's always going to look like you hating. Baby, I'm ready to get with the shits. I'm ready to get to the shits. But we still got this shit with Cynthia, Noel, and I was getting ready to say Peter, honey. Leon. They are... having some lunch and some drinks. And Cynthia trying to get that baby to drink. She's like, well, let her get a little drink. Let her get a little taste. Get a little taste of liquor. Let her have it with her mama first, honey, before she goes off. I think Cynthia's mother didn't really share things with her and her sister and was very old-fashioned. And that's why Cynthia's more or less, yeah, I want Noelle to date this boy, even though she's too fucking young. Yeah, I want Noelle to drink. She's kind of like trying to... She wants to do the parenting and the experiencing with her child. I don't know how to fucking explain it, but she wants her child to experience things with her, and that way she can have a better handle on the situation. Because remember when she was dating a boy Arthur and she was only 12, 13, and Nene was like, girl, that's too damn young for a boyfriend. What the hell? And me, myself, I'm not allowing my daughter to date at no 13, maybe 16, 17 when you're more mature, but I don't believe at no dating at 13, honey. You by yourself on that, Cynthia, but I wasn't all that offended that she was trying to get the girl a little drinky drink. 21 will be your way soon, Noelle. So, So they end up talking to Noelle about how does she feel about leaving home? And it's, she pretty much says it's scary and I don't know what to think. I'm excited, but, Cynthia lets her know she loves her. She's going to miss her. And I know that day will come for me and my daughter too, honey. I can't imagine it because once you have your one child, it's just like, that's your baby. Y'all didn't experience so many highs and lows together. So I know it's going to be hard for Cynthia when Noelle goes off to school. I know that's going to be hard, but you'll get through it, 51 Cent. You got it, baby. Next, we got Nene and that damn Greg. I love when Greg is acting silly. Nene throwing crystals on the ground. Greg talking about some, they're getting ready for their boobs and bourbon party where they inviting all the couples out and shit. Y'all see where Nene was putting them crystals on the floor. He was like, don't do that, babe. Somebody may fall. I was cracking the fuck up. I love when Greg is in an old silly mood. He had some kind of tissue or something in his nose. Nene was like, take that out your nose, Greg. What you doing? Stop playing. All right, so next thing I know, honey, Cynthia, where your man at, honey? Where your man that you been talking to and FaceTiming? Don't tell me y'all done broke up now. Anyways, her and her little friend, I forgot his name, they are at the boobs and bourbon wine tasting. They go do some wine tasting and then they go sit down and all have dinner. Then after Cynthia and her friends show up, we see Tanya and her man, and then Kandi and Todd comes in. I like that color dress that Kandi had on. I don't know if the fit was good, but I did like the color on her. Cynthia, I didn't really like your hair. I felt like you could have had it in a bun. I didn't really like Cynthia's hair. It was serving Lion King, honey. Shamari and Ronnie DeVoe, they show up, do some wine tasting, and then Nene leads them to the dinner table. Everybody take their seat, honey, and this is where the foolery begins. Y'all see Marlo come in there with her white man, honey. We see Eva. Eva is looking beautiful and all natural. Wow. I told y'all on my show that, my live show, I say Eva about the prettiest one on here. She's like very natural looking, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. We see Porsha and Dennis. They finally arrived. What they read, well, Porsha had on red hair and Dennis had on a green suit. Shamari called him a leprechaun, honey. I got more of a sense of who Dennis was on this episode because before he was a little creepy, a little too quiet. I still think he is in charge of the Sugar Babies Club. Like, he loves giving a good gift. It ain't nothing wrong with a gift. Ain't nothing wrong with a gift. But goddamn, it's gonna get to a point on this episode, honey. It's his birthday and he handing out gifts. I said, child, it just don't stop doing it. So Cynthia talks about the fact that Nene did name this damn party Boobs and Bourbon. And then when they get there, ain't no damn bourbon. You can have whatever drink you want. She was like, girl, I'm going to need your concepts, honey, to make sense. So then we got Mike and Eva. They're talking with Porsha and Dennis. And Mike stated how Dennis is a good dude. He's a good brother. He supported him, you know, when he was doing his election stuff. Y'all know he was trying to get elected. What was it? For mayor. So Nene pretty much greets everybody and lets them know I'm Lanithia Leaks, honey, the fabulous one in the group. And then that damn Marlo, of course. I'm the second fabulous one. And she pretty much starts the night out with, you know, telling everybody to go around the table and pretty much just tell everybody how they met. Her and Greg, they got started. Oh, before they did that, Greg said a little something about his cancer and how he didn't expect to get this and how, you know, he's going to overcome it and he's in good spirits. Greg looked sharp, honey. Greg looked good. I love that color on Greg, honey. Had his glasses on, that curly little hair. Yes, Greg, give it to us, honey. Okay, so Nene tells her long story of how her and Greg met, honey, but we're going to make it real short, just like Kandi said. Kandi said, can't you just tell us that you met him at the strip club and he got you out the strip club and then y'all got married and had a baby? Kandi, you so shady, but we know that story with Greg. Basically, Nene was letting them know that Greg was calling himself Big Daddy and, you know, how he's going to do this for her and do that. And, oh, you going to be my wife. You going to have my baby. Nene like, I ain't going to do none of that. And then she ended up doing all of that because that is her man, honey. Yes, I love Nene and Greg's love story. Did y'all see on Instagram that Nene and Giselle from Real Housewives of Potomac, they be hanging out, drinking, honey? That is a good time. Yes. So next, Kandi gets off into how her and Todd met on the Africa trip. We know that was back in season 4. The man with the rocks told her that her man was going with her every which way. Shamari gets off into how her and Ronnie met. I guess Bobby was with them or something. Y'all pretty much get the gist of how they met, honey. And then Eva and her man Mike, they met each other at a fundraiser. And then Dennis gets off into how he met Porsha at one of his clubs, and he was like, that's Porsha. And I guess at first, when they first met years ago, she kind of turned him down or rejected him, and he was like, no, I gotta make her mine, this, that, and the third. And I was starting to like Dennis's personality. Did y'all see that motherfucking Kandi all nervous when Dennis was in the room? Bitch, you been doing all this fucking gossiping about the man? Been saying all this shit, talk your shit down. Talking about Dennis is he's friendly and he's quiet. I hope he ain't got no girls outside ready to beat my ass. They should, Kandi. You keep your damn mouth shut. Okay, so we got this bitch named Yvonne. That damn Kandi. I told y'all on my goddamn live, she keeps coming for Eva. I told you, motherfuckers. Because Kandi, out of nowhere, out of every fucking body, brings up to Yvonne. Hey, Yvonne, don't you know Eva? Didn't y'all go to the same school? Why y'all don't know each other? I'm like, Kandi, was that really that important? The girl goes off on Eva talking about, I'm offended that you didn't say hi to me when we first met, and we didn't met each other. I know you friends with my friend Tiffany. Eva was like, yeah, Tiffany in my wedding, but I don't recall meeting you. Eva was like, Kandi, what's good? Like, why did you do that? Who is this girl? I'm not interested in getting this girl. I don't want to get to know this bitch. She's crazy. Yvonne would have been drinking the whole fucking night. She had been drinking ever since she fucking got there. Ain't nothing like a drunk ass bitch. It kind of reminded me of a Marlo outburst, but even Marlo was outraged. Everybody at the table looking all crazy and shaking their head at the girl. It's just crazy, honey. So next we have Greg and Nene. They announced they got a surprise for everybody, and Nene and Greg have organized a couple's trip to Destin. Greg announces it. Everybody is excited about it. Nene says it'll be a great way for Greg to pretty much get cancer off of his mind. You know, because y'all know he's been suffering with a lot of the hard choices he has to make for that. So, did y'all catch that one part with Marlo and Nene said, Marlo, how did you and your friend meet? She was like, skip us. Of course, bitch, you got that motherfucker off Craigslist. Of course, Marlo got to show up with a white man, honey. What a white man probably, he looked like just a white plain man. He wasn't all dressed up in the marvelous fashions that you gotta have when you're associated with Marlo, honey. So I was a little shocked by that old plain Jane white man, honey. All right, so next we got this scene with Dennis and Porsha. It is Dennis's birthday. Porsha has the chef to cook him some breakfast. They got fruit laid out, and Dennis is drinking champagne. But Porsha mentions, well, I'm drinking, a different kind of champagne. We already kind of had the hint going right there. Dennis, slow ass, he didn't catch it at all. I'm just looking like, okay. So then they begin eating breakfast, and she's just like, well, babe, you want to see your gifts? And she shows him, opens the gift up. It's baby shoes, and, it's a onesie, and, she's just like, babe, I'm pregnant. His slow ass still hadn't figured it out. Dennis just looks like he's halfway asleep all the time. Do y'all notice that about him? He looked like he halfway asleep. But he was excited. I think he even cried. I ain't see no tear, but he was really sentimental, because she had hugged him and was trying to, move away a little bit. He still was holding on to her. So, I was happy for Porsha in that moment. It's been a long time coming. This relationship, yes, I teased him about her being his sugar baby and all of that. But I was happy for Porsha in this moment, because all of us that have been watching this show, we know how much Porsha has wanted all of this. And I'm happy that she's getting it. I genuinely am. I really like Dennis's reaction. Oh, really quick, I need to bring up, while they were eating their food, Porsha had brought up Kandi, and how Dennis is always buying Porsha gifts, and Dennis, he got really offended and was just like, well, what is Todd buying her? Like, why is she all up in our business? Everybody got a pass. They had brought up him getting his name on all these women. So Dennis just pretty much played, he just paid Kandi dirt. He just, whatever. Everybody got a pass. I don't care what she got to say about me. He made Kandi look stupid. He didn't really even get too much upset or worked up. Now, that's, of course, what we saw on the show, but I didn't see him really trip out over that. So, and he brought up a good point. What is Todd buying her? Because Kandi may be the main one buying the gifts. We know she is the main one that writes the checks in that marriage. I'm just saying. I'm not being shady. I'm just making a point. But I'm really happy for old Dennis and Porsha. And I am looking forward to the couples going out of town together. Because I know it's about to be some shit, honey. But that was your Real Housewives of Atlanta video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is your girl, Brand New. And I am out.